What's going on, guys? It is Sunday morning. I'm out here in the shop. It is cold. It was like 32 degrees this morning. I waited a little bit to come out here. Sun came out. It's about noon. Turned into a really nice day. But we're out here working on the 546 and gonna get the oil pan pulled off of it so I can get the dash 10 oil drain backs welded in it. I'll probably take it up to Greg. Hopefully he'll be able to get those welded in for me one of these days here pretty soon after work or something. Then the motor will be ready to go back in the car, probably for the final time. I do want to add some diagonal bars that go from the factory engine mounting location back to the chassis. And I'll probably do that, but I can do that with it in the car. There's plenty of room as high as we got the motor in the car. And then, while I'm waiting for my phone to charge, my phone's almost dead. All of our Christmas stuff's up there in a bunch of totes. Basically, as far as you can see, I got totes stacked up everywhere. My wife's really into Christmas decorations, so I'm gonna get those down, let my phone charge up, and get right into taking the oil pan off the motor there. And what else? Oh, I made the brackets to mount the glass. So I got the one wing glass in there. That turned out pretty good. I did get some more tin work done. So basically 99% of the tin's done. I gotta do a bunch of cleanup, obviously. Shit's fingerprinted. But and then just a bunch of more riveting, drilling holes and riveting through there. And then I still got attached the tubs to the quarter panel. I'm going to try a new idea and use that really thick flex tape. It's supposed to work really good. I was going to use fiberglass. I was going to fiberglass them in, but got to thinking, talking to a few people that are a little bit smarter than me, and fiberglass don't really flex and vibrate. You really don't want, you don't want it, if it shakes the tires, you don't want it to disrupt the quarter panel itself, because it could end up damaging the outside bodywork of the car. We don't want that, so we want something that'll flex. But when I put the wheel tubs in there, I gave a little bit too much of a gap to just like seam seal it in. So we're gonna tape it and see how that turns out. There's been some people that have done it and it works out good, so we're gonna try it. Anyways, that's kind of all we got going on this morning. I'll probably make this video me taking the oil pan off, taking it up to Greg, getting welded, bringing it back, putting it back on, and putting the motor in the car. Then we'll go on to another one. I was going to do these videos every week, but man, work's been crazy busy, and I just don't want to drag them on too long. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you guys after a bit. All right, guys, I'm going to try something a little different here. I'm going to go ahead and video as much as I can, and then just try to edit some of the stuff out. I'm sure that's how a lot of people do it, but I don't know if you guys will be able to hear me good or not, but I'll try to do the best I can to explain what I'm doing. I'm going to get all this stuff off, flip the motor upside down, and get the oil pan off of it. And put a cherry picker on this and get this tightened up. Alright guys, that was sketchy. One of the bolts that goes through the engine stand into the block was a little bit too short, and when I turned the motor over, it literally pulled like 2 of the threads out of the block. Isn't that big of a deal? It's a hole that goes all the way through, so I was able to put a longer bolt in it and tighten it up. So I brought the cherry picker in and pick the back or the front of the motor up, tighten everything up. Now it looks kosher. Now I gotta try to find some tools. Man, it's pretty. This is a pretty big step into getting this thing back together. Working on motor stuff. Means we're getting close to putting the motor back in this deal. Oops. 5/16. But man, that's a big step, getting this thing closer. Once I get the oil pan, oil drain back in it, then I could put the motor back in the car, like I said earlier. Start plumbing, start wiring. I mean, there's just, sky's the limit. So we're getting closer, and that's all I can ask, just keep pushing away, I guess. Like I said before in some of the other videos, it's kind of hard to, this isn't really the funnest content to watch or whatever, but I think it's important to show you guys kind of how much of this stuff we actually do, like behind the scenes stuff. Some of the stuff that isn't as fun to do, but is just important as winning a race. Basically, mess. Not real sure why we did that. I got a couple of these in certain spots that have Allen heads. I don't know what I was thinking there. Washer stuck in the pan. One more of those. Man, roughly right when I got this motor from Dan or whatever, we got it all put together. I put it in the car and we took it over testing for the first time, and we had a lifter come apart almost, I think, the third pass in or whatever. So I take the oil pan off, clean everything up the best I can. I didn't want to take the rotating assembly out of the car or out of the block because everything was literally fresh and brand new. There wasn't a whole lot of debris. It kind of screwed the cam up a little bit, but so the pan has been on there a while, so I'm sure this is going to be real fun. Getting the pan. Doesn't look too bad in there. It's been setting for literally 3 years, guys, so I don't really see anything. I mean, it's kind of dirty, but man, there's no like spots in the pickup. Nothing like that. I will have to get a new oil pan gasket, which isn't no big deal. I will have to get a new oil pan gasket, which isn't that big of a deal, because I just cut it, but it's so much easier than trying to peel it off and then having to clean everything. That's the second time I use this pan gasket anyway, but here, I'll show you guys kind of the inside of this deal. Pretty shiny. Looks pretty good. I'll probably call Chris, the guy that put the motor together for me, and see if he wants me to pull bearings, see what everything looks like, and go from there. Now I can get that oil pan cleaned up, get it up to grade, and get those bungs welded on. Anyways, we'll keep plugging away here, guys. Morning, guys. It is Sunday morning. We're heading up to Greg's to have him do some welding for me. Oil drain backs in the pan, an evac dash 12 evac fitting into the valve cover, and then if we have a little bit of extra time, I might have him weld on my headers if he's got time. But like I said, normally these videos aren't this long. I just kind of wanted to group this into one video. Anyways, yesterday I got the car back on all fours, rolled outside. I'm about 95% done with all the tin work, and then I'll go back into wiring the car, get the motor back in the car, go into wiring it. The transmission's all ready to go in the car, the converter's all ready to go, so yeah, moving right along. Anyways, that's kind of all we got going this morning, and we'll see you guys after a bit.